Oh, when I lost my mom, I was so angry. Or do I talk about when I lost my dad? I was so angry, not just with the world, but with anybody that had their mom or their dad. So all my friends that still had their mom alive or their dad alive, I was so angry and jealous. Or if maybe police people stop me on the road while I'm driving and they want my particulars, I was so angry, like, didn't you know that I just lost my mom? Didn't you know that I just lost my dad? That was really my mind frame. And that really, my friend, is one stage of grieving. So guys, today we are talking about 5 stages of grieving. Today, guys, we are talking about 5 stages of grieving. Grieving is not some place you wish even for your enemy. And when we say grieving, we are not just talking about death alone. You can even grieve the loss of a friendship. You could grieve your divorce. You could grieve the loss of a job. You could grieve the loss of a neighbor that you got close to, or a dog, or a cat, or whatever pet you have. Grieving is grieving when you feel intense pain and sadness that could, of course, lead to depression. And I'm here to talk about the 5 stages of grieving. Now, these stages do not necessarily come in sequence, right? You could experience stage 1, stage 4, stage 5, stage 2, and stage 3, right? It all determines, or it all has to do with the way the particular grief hits you. That will determine how you would process your stages of grief. Some people don't even experience the 5 stages. Some people do, but not sequentially. So I'm here to talk about those 5 stages of grieving. To let you know that I see you, I understand, because I've been there. So it's okay. The only thing that is not okay is to stay down forever. The only thing that is not okay is to be depressed and die by suicide. No, that I'm not going to allow you. I have a video already about depression or suicide here. I'm going to tag it somewhere. Just listen to that to know that it's not a place you want to be. So I don't want you to be depressed, and that's why I'm making this video, to share these 5 stages and to let you know that you can be better. There's hope and there's light at the end of the tunnel. Okay? So stage number 1, anger. I could remember when I lost my mom. Guys, I was so angry. I was so angry with life. I was so angry with myself. I blamed myself. I blamed people. I blamed my siblings. I blamed God. You see this one of God? Oh, Lord. I didn't believe in God no more. If God could allow this woman leave us, then there's nothing like God. Then God is partial. Why would you allow me to go through this pain? Why? Why? I didn't understand that. That was the height of it for me. God. And this woman loved you so much. This woman lived an upright life, and you allowed her to die young? You allowed her to leave us at the age of 52? No, now. No way, God. You're not kind. You're not there. Yes, I went through that. But thank God I'm out of it, because I now realize that He knows it all and He knows why. Am I really clear on that? Maybe not. But guess what? I'm hopeful, because I know He's got me. So if you're grieving at the moment and you're angry with God, and you're angry with yourself, and you're angry with your siblings, your partner, your neighbor, your friends, your job, your bosses, your staff, I understand. I see you. And it's okay. It's okay. But don't stay in that state for long. Learn to navigate out of that and find peace with that situation. Okay? Number 2, denial. Denial. First of all, most times when you experience grief or loss of a loved one, and when we say loss, we don't necessarily mean death. It could be the ending of a relationship, right? The ending of a career or a job. Loss of any kind. You live in denial. You don't even want to believe that that person is no more. You don't want to believe that you're no more friends with that person. You don't want to believe that that person cut you off. You don't want to believe that that person actually broke off from your relationship. You don't want to believe that spouse filed for divorce. You don't want to. You're still calling her my wife. Even though you guys are no more together. Even though you've signed the divorce papers, you still say my wife. You don't want to accept that it's ended. You don't want to accept you lost your dad to cancer. You don't want to accept you lost your mom to accident. You're still saying my mom. You know what, guys? I think I still have a little bit of that because I don't refer to any of my parents as in past tense. I still say my mom is, my dad is, you know. I don't say was. I just can't get myself to saying that. I just can't. Because I'm still in denial at some point. Or I'm still in denial a little bit, right? I don't want to accept their normal. So I don't use past tense when referring to them. That's another stage of grieving. Okay? And stage number 3 is called bargaining. This is the stage where you kind of have accepted that the person is no more, or the people are no more, or the job is no more, or the spouse left, and you're saying, if only I did this, maybe this wouldn't have happened. If only I picked that call that day, maybe he wouldn't have filed for divorce. If only I did not travel for girls' trip, I wouldn't have lost my husband. If only my mom had come and I had agreed to carry her to that church meeting, she wouldn't have had that accident. If only, if only. God, if only you can do this for me, I would do that. It doesn't work like that, does it? I know it's hard to accept, but that is the reality. But I'm here to tell you I get you. And that is also a stage of grieving. And the 4th one is depression. So when you've processed, when you've gone through being angry, or first of all, maybe denying that you've lost that person, you move to being angry. Now you know the person is no more, you're angry. And then you move from anger to bargaining, and then you see that, okay, there is no bargaining happening, you enter into depression. Please watch my video on depression. And I don't want you to be there. And that's why I'm staying a minute in this particular stage and begging you not to allow yourself go into depression. I know it's hard. I know loss of any kind is so hard. I know, because I've experienced different kinds of losses. But what I don't want you to do is to be depressed. Please don't be. Try to navigate that. That's why I'm linking the video on depression, so you learn how to navigate from depression to acceptance, which is the final and 5th stage of grieving. So when you've allowed yourself process all these 4 stages, you come to a point when you accept that although it hurts, although it's a huge loss, although you feel bad most times when you remember that experience or that loss, you've accepted that that is reality. You've accepted that that is reality, and you're okay with the outcome. When you get here, my friend, that's where you find inner peace, regardless. You know, most times when we say we are peaceful and we are happy with situations or our lives, it doesn't mean it's been rosy, right? It doesn't mean we've not had ups and downs. It doesn't mean that we don't have all those experiences we remember and we feel down in a moment. But what it means is, regardless of the negative experiences, we've accepted our lives, we've accepted our experiences, we've accepted the situations, and we are living as though our lives are perfect. We are being intentional and we are being hopeful. And that's where I want you to be, my friend. Please, try to accept life and move on. Okay? And that's all I have to tell you today. I don't want you to be sad, but I just want you to know these stages. Okay? Deep breath. Okay. Till next time, guys, remember to subscribe, like, share, comment, and tell me if you're experiencing any stage of depression, and tell me if you're experiencing any stage of grief, how you're dealing with it. If you need help, comment below. You never know, I will be here, or some other people will be here to cheer you on and tell you what you could do better. Till next time, hang in there. Guys, I repeat, hang in there. The very best is next. Love you. Ciao, ciao. Mwah.